I'm Amanda Brandon, Director of Engagement here at the BVRLA, and today I'm joined by Lee Anderson, Director and Global Head of Sales and Partnerships at Coastr. Coastr are a hyper-connected shared mobility platform that utilises connected mobility to digitise mobility operations. Good to talk to you again, Lee. Perhaps you can explain a little bit more about Coastr and what you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely, Amanda. Thank you so much for having me today, and looking forward to kind of going through that. So yeah, I'll start off by giving you a bit of an insight about Coastr and who we are. Like you touched upon, we're a hyper-connected mobility platform for the 21st century shared mobility business. Now, what I mean by shared mobility is car rental, car sharing, flexi leasing, and car subscription solutions as well through the likes of car dealerships, etc. And we do this with our end-to-end mobility platform, which incorporates everything from booking management, fleet management, customer management, through a back-end operational platform. And then on top of that layer, we also have lots of engagement portals for the end customer. So we provide rental operators with white labeled mobile applications so your customers can book directly, but you still have control over that, so you can verify if you want that customer to book directly. And we also have websites and actual mobile applications, like I said, and customer facing portals so they can log in and manage everything. So it's an end-to-end mobility platform with unique tech-enabled partnerships to consolidate fragmented functionalities that are currently out there and provided by legacy platforms. Now, we do this with obviously our technology and software, but also with we do leverage things like telematics and direct OEM integration as well through partnerships. So yeah, I mean, that's a little bit about us, but we offer things like keyless entry solutions and hassle-free fleet services, and everything's completely paperless and free that way. We've got some great partnerships, as we can see, BVRLA being one of them. And we have, a strong team of 40 plus, and that grows, feels almost monthly. Customers over 11 countries as well. And we do a monthly release cycle. We listen to our customers' needs, and we bring in new features based upon that. Hopefully that's maybe enough to understand a little bit about who Coastr are.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I suppose we did the webinar recently around risky business and some of the things that we were hearing on our on that webinar around the experiences the vehicle rental sector are having with criminal activity, whether that be theft of the vehicle or them being deceived by the customer at the rental desk, which ultimately results in a theft of the vehicle. How can the Coastr platform and vehicle technology sort of help and support our members with that?
Yeah, I think that comes at the forefront of Coastr. Even before we talk about how we can help end customers and our customers, it's about enabling the basics first, which is around data protection, making sure that your data as a customer of ours or your end customer's data is fully protected as well. So we have massive things in place to ensure that that's there and that's safe. The next kind of safeguard would be on your own asset, the asset being your vehicle, which is obviously the biggest cost to your business. So we've done that by looking at a couple of things. We've looked at the asset itself, as in the vehicle, but we've also looked at, okay, your end customer and how much more control you can have around who you're actually hiring to. So we're building processes, and we have already got some processes in place where you can do things like biometric verification, you can approve drivers, blacklist drivers, etc. as well, to ensure that documentation is correct and that the driver is who they say they are. So we have things in place around doing license checks through the system. So you don't have to go into the DVLA website, you can do everything directly. And it verifies the document, and it verifies the customer can drive the vehicle that you've offered them. On top of that, it gives you the check code, etc., all integrated within the platform. So your customers don't have to do that. It gives them one less job to do as well. And a bit more around our keyless entry solution, where customers can verify themselves through biometric verification as well, which takes a photograph of your face, and it matches up your actual document as well to make sure that the document is valid and that the person on the document is you, your picture that's been taken. So that's some of the stuff that we've done it already, and we're working on some other solutions as well, in-house and with third parties to help kind of improve that even further. The next kind of phase and step is looking after your asset. Now, this I think comes in a couple of different ways now. Increased safety around theft. So we have tracking devices that you can install into your vehicles, either directly or through hardware, or directly through an OEM integration. But what this actually does is allows you to have, again, more control. So if the vehicle was stolen, or the customer didn't pay, or was using it for unauthorized use, or whatever it might be, through the Coastr platform, within literally 2 clicks of a button, you can deploy an immobilization to that vehicle, and it will stop safely. So if the car's driving, then it's not going to be something that deploys automatically. Is when the car stopped, the ignition's off, etc., and the car's within GPS and GSM range, that will deploy the immobilization. You can either then retrieve your asset, or have a customer maybe call you back to see what's going on. On top of that, we also look at how your vehicles are being driven. So through things like driver behavior metrics. We also have crash detection as well. So obviously, if a vehicle has crashed, then the system will alert you to say that this customer driving this vehicle for XYZ booking has potentially had an accident. Then you can obviously contact the customer to ensure that they're okay and they're safe. So that's another thing that we've brought into the platform itself.
So that'd give you great peace of mind then, wouldn't it? That
Yeah.
you know what your customer's doing in your vehicle. So I suppose, like, if you, does it detect speed? So if you had somebody going on a racetrack or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So there is speed. So the part of the driver behavior metrics is, speeding over the thresholds of that specific road, and not just on motorways. Crash detection, like I said, harsh cornering, harsh braking, harsh acceleration, over idling. Another thing that we've actually brought out as well, Amanda, is the facility for predictive maintenance. So if your vehicle is on a long-term hire, it's looking at diagnostic trouble codes as well. So you can run a report through the system, and if there is something wrong, maybe a customer's not noticed it, or he's it's fine, we'll just leave it, and he or she wouldn't know. However, you would know, and you can maybe ask the customer to bring the vehicle back to get it checked over, swap them, give them another vehicle, and then at least try and fix the issue before it gets even worse.
Does that cover servicing as well? So if they had a service warning light come up while they had it, but were ignoring that service light, would you get that same notification?
We'll get all the notifications that the vehicle gives us from the onboard diagnostics. So whatever data that is, it obviously very much dependent on each make and model of vehicle. But whatever data the vehicle gives us, it will show that in a reported list to say these are all the issues that have been flagged within this car, whether they show on the dashboard or not. So it could be something to do with the emissions or anything like that as well.
Yeah, that's great. So I guess the final question then, if I want to know more about Coastr, what's the best way to do it? Get in touch with you, go on your website, or all of the above?
All of the above, yeah. You can contact us, and one of our great salespeople will get in touch with you. Obviously, as a Coastr customer as well, we can come and see you in person. Also, on top of that, we do have a dedicated customer support team. So they're there to their job essentially is to make you happy, onboard you, and make sure things are running smoothly. But you can easily go onto our website. You can also sign up to a free 14-day trial, and come and try it for yourself. So yeah, you need us, www.coastr.com, and just be in touch, or you can contact me directly at lee@coastr.com.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Lee. Cheers.